phantom in the machine, the unseen threat, the corporate saboteur. In the world of Marvel Comics, Ghost is a name that sends chills down the spines of CEOs and heroes alike. But who is this enigmatic figure? What drives him to wage war against corporate giants, and Iron Man specifically? And how does his comic book origin compare to the Ghost we've seen in the MCU? Today, we're diving deep into the shadows to uncover the story of Marvel's Ghost. Our journey begins with the original Ghost, a character shrouded in secrecy from his very first appearance in Iron Man number 219. Back in 1987. This version of Ghost was often squaring up on Tony Stark in order to steal his tech or just prove that he was smarter than Stark. But Ghost was already a bit of a scientist himself, creating a suit of armor that could allow him to become invisible and intangible. The character eventually evolved into the iteration we still have today, a tall, lanky, masked figure with a tragic backstory which serves as motivation to bring down giant companies and unscrupulous billionaires alike. Once Ghost was a gifted IT engineer working for a powerful corporation, but his life took a dark turn when his lover, who turned out to be working for his company's CEOs in a strange honeypot situation, was murdered as part of a corporate conspiracy to rob Ghost of the credit for creating technology that could hack into anything. This tragedy pushed him over the edge, transforming him into a vengeful spirit dedicated to bringing down the corrupt system that took everything from him. Think Brandon Lee's The Crow, but much nerdier. From this point on, making genius moves only, Ghost designed a suit that grants him the ability to become intangible, allowing him to phase through walls and disappear from sight. With his newfound powers, Ghost sets out on a crusade against corporate greed, targeting CEOs and corrupt companies, including Justin Hammer, Norman Osborn, and one of Marvel's most famous tycoons, Tony Stark, aka Iron Man. So what exactly makes Ghost so dangerous? Let's break it down. First, there's his ability to become intangible, phasing through solid objects as if they were air. This makes Ghost nearly impossible to capture or contain. But that's not all. Ghost can also render himself completely invisible, evading both the naked eye and electronic detection. Whether you are a security camera or Iron Man himself, Ghost can slip past unnoticed. We can also assume that his suit is equipped with some form of anti-gravity failsafe which keeps him from plummeting down towards the Earth's core whenever he becomes intangible. And let's not forget his unparalleled hacking skills. Thanks to his proprietary tech, Ghost can breach even the most secure systems, making him a master of sabotage. Ghost is also a weapons aficionado, inventing various offensive gadgets that complement his suit's capabilities. Combined with the enhanced strength and durability provided by his suit, Ghost is a formidable adversary. But Ghost isn't just a lone wolf. Over time, he's joined forces with the Thunderbolts, a group of reformed villains, like the Suicide Squad, but not god-awful. Whilst Ghost's loyalty to the team has always been questionable, his skills have made him an invaluable member, especially during missions that require a touch of subtlety. As a member of the Thunderbolts, he formed precarious friendships with the rest of his crew. Sparks eventually flew between him and Moonstone, but sadly, this didn't go anywhere because of Ghost's terminal lack of riz. But what about the Ghost we saw in the MCU? In Ant-Man and the Wasp, Ghost is reimagined as Ava Starr, portrayed by Hannah John Kamen. This version of Ghost is quite different from the comics, with her intangibility stemming from a tragic accident involving quantum energy. Ava's powers are the result of her molecules being in a constant state of flux, making her existence a painful one. Unlike the vengeful Ghost of the comics, Ava is portrayed as more of a sympathetic character, driven not by revenge, but by a desperate need to stabilize her condition. Throughout the movie, this version of Ghost bemoans her very existence, which she decries as some kind of living hell because she cannot become fully tangible. She's even tried to take the express checkout to the afterlife, but apparently could not shuffle off her own mortal coil because she was too intangible to take a slug to the dome. Except she's somehow able to become tangible whenever she's fighting. And also, here's a suggestion. Whatever you're using as shoes to keep you from falling through the floor and the Earth's crust, just put that between you and the barrel of a .45 and you'll be playing tennis with Stan Lee in no time. Despite these changes, the MCU's Ghost retains the same elusive and dangerous quality, making her a formidable opponent for Ant-Man and the Wasp. The character's tragic backstory and complex motivations add depth to what could have otherwise been just another villain of the week. Interestingly, though the MCU's every other villain seems to be motivated by revenge against Tony Stark, this version of Ghost is not. Mysterio's whole barf arc shares striking similarities to the comic book version of Ghost, just saying. Speaking of the big screen, Marvel fans have something exciting to look forward to. Ghost is set to return to the MCU in the upcoming Thunderbolts movie. Ava Starr will be joining a team of reformed villains, or at least those trying to reform, in what promises to be an explosive chapter in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And this time around, it looks like they've gone with a more comic book accurate costume for Ghost. The same can't be said for Taskmaster. What is she even wearing? With Ghost's complex motivations and unique abilities, her return is sure to add a thrilling dynamic to the team. Will she finally find the redemption she's been seeking, or will her past continue to haunt her? We'll just have to wait and see. Over the years, Ghost has evolved from a simple corporate saboteur to a complex anti-hero, blurring the lines between good and evil. Whether it's his mysterious origins, his haunting powers, or his relentless crusade against corruption, Ghost remains one of Marvel's most intriguing characters. And with his identity still shrouded in mystery, who knows what the future holds for Ghost. One thing's for sure, he'll continue to haunt the pages of Marvel Comics and maybe even the big screen for years to come. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into The Ghost. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Subscribe for more Marvel content, and let us know in the comments, who would you like to see us cover next? Until then, stay vigilant because you never know when Ghost might be watching.